W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. I'm going to start off with my L's this week. My first L. No, not that one. I don't want to do that one. My first L, we won't talk about that though, goes to Giannis. Well, actually, it goes to the NBA. Hear me out. Giannis got a franchise record and career high 64 points against the Pacers on his home court. And so, righteously so, he wanted the game ball from it. It's not every day that you get a career high and a franchise record in the same game, right? But it seems that the Bucks equipment manager may have given the ball to the Pacers. I believe there's a player by the name of Oscar Tshiebwe who scored his first points in the NBA, and somehow Oscar got the ball and not Giannis. Giannis is an NBA champion and a star in his own right, but he didn't get the game ball on his night. Like, let's be honest. It's great that Oscar Tshiebwe scored his first points. That's crazy, right? That's a crazy accomplishment. Not everybody gets to do that, and shout out to that man. You're not getting the game ball on the night that Giannis scored 64, all right? It's just not going to happen. So what ended up happening was Giannis got pissed off. Giannis got pissed off, and the Pacers thought it was a good idea to tell him that he's not going to get the ball back.
Giannis
Like,
wants
come on,
the
fam.
game ball. I think the coach for the assistant
Give him
coach
the
for the
ball.
Pacers maybe make sure he's going to get it.
Get Giannis the ball. What's up with y'all? NBA champion, NBA superstar, probably going to make the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. Get that man his ball. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with this man. Especially guys like Tyrese Halliburton telling him to go get the fucking ball. Bro, chill out. Chill out. So that's an L. That's an absolute L to the NBA. Pacers, ultra petty. I love it. Nah, fam. I could see if it was on the Pacers court, if it was in Indiana, but no, not in his home court. Absolutely not. That's crazy. NBA is the house of L's these days. Facts. Absolute facts. Giannis was ready to pull a one-man Malice at the Palace. He absolutely was. He absolutely was. Do you see how fucking big this dude is? Look at this shit. And they got one man trailing this man. Bro, you need like 5 people to calm down Giannis. One man? Bro, he was getting dragged. He was getting absolutely dragged, literally. My next L is going to all of us because we've lost Andre Braugher, who a lot of people know from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but he was also in Glory. He was also in City of Angels. He was an accomplished theater actor. And for our comic book fans, he was in Fantastic Four with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. So RIP to him. I believe he has passed because of lung cancer. Tragic. But if you liked Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like I said, I know he was huge on there. He kind of had like a resurgence as an actor because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So shout out to him. I got to give an L to the Migos. And first, I'm giving an L to Offset because, fam, I don't know what you did, right? I wasn't there. I don't know anything about these people, right? I don't know anything about him and Cardi's relationship or whatever they got going on. I can't assume that he cheated on her or whatever, but anything that makes your woman talk like this on Instagram Live is probably not good.
And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, this motherfucker really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He like to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows yesterday I could have been out, I could have been chilling, I could have been this and that. He knows I'm in my house. He knows that I'm chilling. He knows I'm not doing the most. And I've really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling yourself, you bitch ass nigga, because of your bitch ass album and shit. And you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass. And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Anything that you do to make your girl scream at you like that, dog. The vocal strain on her voice lets you know she was not fucking around. And again, I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what he did. But whatever he did, bro, he deserves an L for it because I would not want to be in that man's shoes. She went up 5 octaves. Yeah, Cardi went in. I look, man. A woman screams like that. Let's go back. Let's see if I can find it again. The vocal fry from her yelling so much is just so apparent.
you bitch ass nigga because of your bitch ass album and shit, and you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass.
She's losing her voice. That's sheesh. But he is not the only Migo that gets an L. Quavo also gets an L, but it's not for what he did. Well, actually, it is kind of for what he did. I don't know if you guys have seen this video that's making its rounds, but he did kind of like a Flavor of Love all in one video. Basically, he had 20 girls that he had to choose from. He had to ask them questions and things like that. You know how these shows go. Maybe I'll do a full reaction to this video, but I saw this video in particular on Twitter, and I'm not giving an L to Quavo for this. I'm more so giving an L to the girl, because you just got to listen.
What's up? What you like to do? Matter of fact, what's your name again?
Right.
Hold on. Stop right there. What did he ask her? What you like to do? He did ask her what her name was, but what do you like to do? Now, if I'm asking a girl what she likes to do, I'm expecting to hear some things that I don't normally hear from most people, right? I'm looking for something special about you. That's all I want. I want to know what's supposed to make you special. So when you give an answer like this.
What's your name again?
Riley,
Riley. Where you from?
Kentucky.
And what you like to do, Riley?
Okay, I like to have fun,
What
but
kind of fun you like?
I like to have fun. Yeah. Who doesn't like to have fun? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right. I like to have fun.
Adventures,
yeah.
Six Flags.
yeah, definitely adventure.
He came out of nowhere with Adventure, Six Flags, and she's just agreeing with him. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
I like,
You ride all the rides.
not that, but I'm saying like traveling and, but
Not that, but I mean like traveling. First of all, the generic go-to answer is traveling. Immediately, Quavo should have said, okay, what's the best place you've ever been to? What's your favorite vacation spot? Immediately. And I guarantee you she would have said something fucking dumb like Miami or Tulum, Cancun, or some other basic answer. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe she likes traveling that much. You know what I think she likes? And I'm going in on her for absolutely no reason. But you know what I think she likes? I think she likes going to places that look good for her Instagram. I don't know this girl. I don't know anything about her. But I'm just going to assume she likes to take pictures in bikinis on Instagram and get 1 million likes. She doesn't like traveling. She likes getting likes on Instagram. I'm just assuming.
it's like,
Damn, why everything?
Now, they blocked that part out. But what she said after traveling was performing fellatio? Does that work, YouTube? I hope so. Bro, is this what we got to work with? I'm not trying to turn into Fresh and Fit, but like, we got to do better. That's all. We have to do better. And so I'm not giving the L necessarily to Quavo, but he had to deal with that. So, yikes. She for the streets. She's young as fuck. Getting flown out more so than traveling. We getting red pilled. No, you're not getting red pilled. Shut up, Kamoyo. All right. Of course, I wanted to talk about this. Okay. We got to talk about a female rapper who is getting up there in age. And I've talked about this specifically before. She's getting up there in age, and I feel like she would be doing herself a much better service if she kind of tailored her music and her marketing and everything like that towards the generation of women who got older with her. When we first saw this woman, it was like 2008, 2009. That was almost 15 years ago, right? And so those people who were 18 back then are now 30, 35, right? They are starting their families. And guess what? This female rapper has recently started a family of her own. So I felt like maybe she should do some maturing and growing of her own. But instead, she is doing shit like this. She looks lost, y'all. She looks like she doesn't know what's going on around her. This is what you're doing for sales. I don't know what her recent album did as far as sales wise, but this is what you have to do. Do you feel good about this? Because you look crazy. You're on Kai Cenat's stream. Kai Cenat can't be any older than 22. His fan base is no older than 18 to 24. That's his demographic. There's no reason that you at 41 should be trying to expose yourself to this demographic. There's just no reason. You're not going to be able to connect with these kids. And you just look absolutely crazy doing it. Again, can we watch it one more time? Because she just looks lost. She looks like a deer in headlights. Now I know she gets it later on in the video. I'm not trying to cut for context or anything like that, but she just looks crazy. I'm not saying her name because I'm sure her fan group will probably show up at some point, but she just looks wild. That's all I'm saying. On to dubs. Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek Mill. That's crazy how I transitioned from Nicki to Meek Mill, but it is what it is. Meek Mill, I think there's a video out there of bro getting emotional and crying about the fact that, I think it's Pennsylvania House of Representatives, if I'm not mistaken, has passed a law now basically sealing certain criminal records from public view, and fewer people might be kept on probation or in county jail. So basically, their probation laws have become a lot more lax, which is the exact same thing that caused Meek to go back to jail because he was on probation for, I think, bikes or some shit. I can't remember. Shout out to Meek because I believe his case specifically was instrumental in getting this law passed. And so it's great to see him doing great things. I don't know what was up with that last album, but shout out to bro for at least, seeing this law all the way through, which will help plenty of black men in that state, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's Pennsylvania. So yeah, shout out to, black people in Pennsylvania who may have gone through that, and now they've got a shot at least. So shout out to that. All right, I'm giving a dub to 50 Cent. 50 Cent might actually make me watch BET, y'all. I don't watch BET as is, especially after hearing what I just heard about Tyler Perry. But 50 Cent is apparently developing a series about drug lord twins who helped take down El Chapo. I know the subject matter for a lot of the people who are definitely even in our chat right now, probably not anything enticing, and we probably should get away from some of the negative stereotypes. But the good thing is that there are series that don't have to do with drugs and things like that. And it seems like this has more to do with other races involved in the drug trade. But regardless, 50 Cent makes a series. I'm going to check it out. So shout out to him. And it's on BET. I don't know how I feel about that either, but I'll at least give it a shot. I want to at least see it. I would like to see it.
I would like to see it.
Seriously, another bullshit drug show. Oh my gosh, 50 Cent can't stop, bro. 50 has no imagination. 50 stays stuck in 03. Get Rich or Die Trying. I think she got that accent. Okay. 50 does definitely stay in one mode, but can you blame him? It's kind of at least his TV brand. I don't know if we can get an Insecure or an Atlanta from 50. Can we at least agree on that? Can we agree on that? He does what he knows how to do. Cash Doll joins OnlyFans but wants to change the narrative. It is not just sexual. Now, I actually gave this a toss up because that's great. You know, the fact that you're trying to change the narrative of the fact that OnlyFans doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. Obviously, OnlyFans can be something like Patreon if you really wanted it to be. I'm giving it a toss up because realistically, OnlyFans is sexual just in nature. I think we've all come to the point that we all know OnlyFans for one thing and one thing only. You're paying a subscription for smut on OnlyFans. That's what you're doing. So I don't think Cash Doll can by herself change said narrative, but I do think it's dope that a female rapper is trying to say, hey, not everybody is showing ass on OnlyFans. So I think that the message is great that you want to share, but I think she's taking on a task that's too big for her to handle. Especially her. I mean, she's not the most popular female rapper. It's not like Lotto is doing this, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm also going to give a quick toss-up to Kyle McCord, previous Ohio State quarterback, who has decided to commit to Syracuse. Hey, fam, good luck with anything that you're going to do outside of Ohio State. I'm not going to sit here and clown you or diss you. You got us to 11-1, and you got us somewhat close to the playoffs. But Syracuse, fam, good luck. Good luck. Okay. This toss up here. Let me get my screen back up. I know y'all have seen this Asian girl on Twitter. And basically, from what I can tell, she's from some kind of southern state. I don't know where. Seems like maybe Georgia, I think is what she says. And then she spent some time in Nebraska. But she's got this Aquafina thing kind of going. But I wanted to talk to y'all about this because I don't quite know how I feel about it. Let's listen.
First of all, what? Yes, I have an accent because I ain't from here. I was born in Thailand, and I grew up in Georgia for a decade. And then I fucking moved to Nebraska. Ain't shit over there, by the way. How the hell y'all gonna tell me how I'm supposed to sound like? You want me to speak in broken English, bitch? The fuck? Or would you like for me to speak formally to you, sir? Fuck out of here, man.
I'm so conflicted about this video. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because on one side, she said she's from Thailand, right? So, I mean, at some level, she didn't grow up in a household with this. And then you could still kind of hear a little bit of the Thailand in her voice, a little bit, whatever that means. But at the same time, if she actually did grow up in certain parts of Georgia where most of the people speak like that, I don't know if I can fault her for necessarily speaking that way, but I don't 100% know if it's authentic. The thing with Aquafina, and we talked about this in the video dedicated to Aquafina's situation, is that Aquafina would do a blaccent for her character, and then when she got interviewed by a majority white publication like Variety, she would then go into this white voice, essentially, which was completely different from the character that she was portraying as Aquafina, right? So we knew she was just bullshitting. This girl here, for all I know, maybe she did grow up in East Atlanta and she kind of talks like that because the people that, you know, her friends and shit grew up and they spoke like that. So I have mixed feelings about it. I kind of feel like I understand maybe where she got it from, because I know white people that kind of talk like this. I know Hispanic people that kind of talk like this from around my way, right? And I really feel like as long as you don't cross that path and say the N-word, I'm just gonna mind my business and not give two shits. But I don't know. I still feel like I hear the Thailand in her voice. Maybe that's just me. I think she got that accent, but she definitely playing it up. Yeah. She has not been in the country long enough to be talking like that, but I don't know. Like, what if she was born in Thailand, she stayed there for 3-5 years maybe, and now she's 25 and she's been in East Atlanta down on Boulder Crest for 20 years. I don't know, fam. I don't know. Non-black people get a lot of attention for having a black scent. You know, I agree with that. I think sometimes black people do more to cause that, right? When we see the white guy do the latest Millie Rock or whatever the fuck the kids are in the club doing, we all take our phones out and start recording him and start laughing along with him. We have a little part to play in that. I work with a lot of Vietnamese, the ones that talk slang, you can still hear it in their voice. All right, I'm going to play this video again. I'm going to show you where I hear it.
First of all,
don't hear
what?
Yet.
Yes, I have an accent because I ain't from here.
That sounded like Georgia.
I was born in Thailand, and I grew up in Georgia for a decade.
That part sounds like Thailand. I just kind of hear it a little bit. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's I feel like that's natural for her. But I also feel like maybe because she's very clearly got some black friends, I'm sure, she wants to be like them. So she speaks like them. I don't know. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, I think. We over-invite folks to copy us. Yeah, we do. We over-invite people to copy us, and we don't tax them either. And we don't gatekeep at all. I can believe it. Went to school with 2 Asian brothers, and one took to our culture more than the other, but they definitely took to the way we talk. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. She said decade, 10 years is not enough to be talking like that. Then she moved to Nebraska. Give her an L. Leader with the point. That's a good point. That's a good point. A decade is not. To have 10, 15 years of Thailand and then a decade of Georgia, maybe that's why she sounds like a little bit of both. Maybe. Still, I guess, giving her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. But she did say Nebraska, too. Are they talking like this in Nebraska? I don't think so. That was my dubs and L's. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I don't have anything else. Like I told y'all before, I will be doing these live streams every Sunday now until Marcus comes back. Marcus is coming back. He will be back. Look forward to it. Also, make sure that y'all go ahead and head to this link here. I'm going to leave it up. I'm just going to leave it up. It's JTG. It's spelled right there. It's spelled right here. And it's got my picture on it. Behind the Cape will be up later this week. W's and L's will be up later this week. And if y'all got any questions, feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? I will be trying my best to respond to everything. But yeah, on that note, man, I guess I am out. Make sure y'all join me on Twitch.